Greetings, Moonlight citizens. It's your man on the moon, the Moonlight King here, with the 72nd episode of Moonlight Kingdom podcast. And on this one, we got a very good crop of topics, such as the importance of participation trophies and whether or not we should have them, as well as could you date a person with an OnlyFans? Could you date a stripper? Could you date a short person? And many more. Right here on this episode of Moonlight Kingdom podcast 72. 3, 2, 1. Of a race, who comes in first, who comes in last, that's what matters. We determine who's fastest, who's slowest. So the first place winner gets a trophy. Yeah, you're fast. The guy in last place doesn't get anything because you came in last. That's
right.
There's this argument people make for the participation trophy is that, hey, you showed up, you actually ran the race, you deserve to get something. And it's like, if everyone gets something, what good is it coming in first? If I'm gonna yeah. If I come in first, I get a trophy, and then the guy who came in 5th place got a trophy, and the guy who came in 7th got a trophy. What good is the trophy that I got? It doesn't mean anything now. It's just like...
No.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, congratulations, like, you're the winner, but everyone's the winner here. No, everyone else fucking failed. Everyone else lost. I fucking won. Like, and I think, honestly, the biggest downside of this participation trophy bullshit is that people are losing their competitive edge.
Yeah.
Or they don't try hard enough.
Exactly. Like, if everybody
You're
gets
gonna
a
get
damn
something
trophy...
at the end of the day.
Yeah. Also, it's gonna like really demoralize the person who does come in first, because that first place trophy is your reward for all the hard work and all the effort you put in to get as good as you do, and to do all that, to be able to come in first, and you have this trophy to be like, yeah, I accomplished something. But if everybody gets a trophy, it's like, well,
like,
I don't have to.
What's a suitable participation trophy? MC gets on the mic after the race. I want to thank everyone who came out here and raced today for coming in, for, putting in the hours that you did, and for fucking getting it. This was a beautiful opportunity. Thank you so much. Now we're going to go ahead and acknowledge and celebrate the winners. Boom. Here's your participation trophy. Thank you for participating. You lost. Moving on. And it's elegant.
Yeah, exactly. An acknowledgement that, hey, you didn't win, but you were here and you tried as hard as anybody. That's cool. I don't need a little medal that says participation trophy. I'm not going to put that on my fucking wall. That's embarrassing. No, it's your wall of mediocrity. Exactly.
You have a fucking wall of participation trophies. Oh, well, why do I have to try hard? I'm not getting anything anyway. Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm not getting any... I still win something at the end of it anyway. It's like, really? Why don't you win a fucking resolve to do better next time if this is something you're truly encouraged and passionate about?
We can't give people props just for showing up. It sets a bad precedent. Like, you don't need to try. You get awarded just because you showed up.
Yeah, no, dude. And then in life, everything's like, oh, they do the bare minimum. They don't try to be better because I'm like, this is fine. This is fine. Then your entire life is going to be full of mediocrity. I'm like, why am I going to try for more if I always get something in return? And this is why you get both men and women half-assing at things. You get mediocre-ass women and mediocre-ass men, and then it's like you're wondering why, and it matches. How cute. Thank you. Yeah, and then you're wondering, well, why is everyone on this shit? Why is everyone on this game? Like, I understand trying to build up a child's self-confidence, but fuck participation trophies. You got first, second, and third place. First place is the one that gets to do anything. Second and third place, thanks so much. Good try. Everyone else, appreciate your time. Move on.
Yeah. Plus, having first, second, and third place gives 4th place and everyone else onwards, it gives them something to aspire to.
Exactly.
I want to be on that podium. I want to get that first place trophy. I may have come in 4th tonight, but like next time, I'm going to be up there. It's a good thing to have those different places. But if everybody gets a trophy, everybody gets a shout out on the mic, it's like, well, what am I aspiring to then? If I'm getting the same treatment as the guy who won. also circling back to like mediocrity in terms of like men and women, it's this thing of the guy who you do see women gravitate to dudes who don't really try a whole lot, whereas and then it's gonna give them the idea, well, why am I bothering to do all this stuff to try and get the attentions of a woman when that guy who's barely doing anything gets all this attention? I am also gonna barely do anything, and that often not ends badly.
And another thing that I think that dudes will also dilute themselves is the dude who barely does anything, at the bare minimum, is physically attractive.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I hate that. And it's like, when I was single and I saw a guy that was really good looking and he gave me the time of day, and I was like, I don't like you. No, you're too pretty. Because I already know, based on how gorgeous you are,
Whoa.
you probably were teacher's pet, you probably had a lot of friends, and let's be real, it's true. Attractive people have a lot of benefits. It's pretty privilege is a thing. It's a great thing, especially when you benefit from it. And if you don't benefit from it in your natural state, bitch, there are things you can do to get there. No, exactly. And so that's the problem, that sometimes that they don't try hard enough, because throughout their entire life, by being so gorgeous, that they barely do anything. And just the facade of them being, oh, but he's so gorgeous, look at my gorgeous boyfriend or whatever, and then they allow them to get yelled at, or kind of like how Justin Bieber treats Hailey Bieber. He closes the doors on her, he runs from her, all this stuff, and it's like, hey, but it's Justin Bieber, Just like an example. And there's a lot of that situation that I don't know about, and I don't really care to know much about. But at the same token, it's like, guys will sit up here and talk about how chicks only want a bad boy. It's like, I ain't never seen an ugly ass bad boy pull chicks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's very much the case.
Biggie was ugly, but he pulled some Biggie was ugly, but Biggie had something that a lot. Not fuck money, bro. He had street and social credibility. He was a celebrity.
He was also well spoken.
Celebrities are a different situation. That's true. Like, Kanye's ugly as fuck, and he pulled fucking KK.
That's not really saying much. Pete Davidson pulled Kim Kardashian.
That's true. To be honest, Jay-Z's a fucking not a sight for sore eyes for shit, and he pulled Beyonce. And he still cheated on her.
Let me ask you this. Y'all have heard of 50 Shades of Grey. Well, let me ask you this. Would Christian Grey have been able to do even half of the stuff he did if he looked like Josh Gad?
No. The same thing with Twilight. If Edward Cullen was like an average looking dude and not this gorgeous piece, he would have been arrested or like some restraining order or some shit like that. It's pretty privilege. It is. Also, like, high-key, I never understood what was attractive about Edward. And white bitches loved Edward. And I'm like, I don't know. It was the devotion. It was he would do anything and be anything to make sure that she was happy. Even if homie left her. He left her because he thought, we're getting off topic, but he left her because he thought that he was influencing her badly in life. He wanted her to have a normal life. So he subtracted himself from her life.
He was always
thinking that
creepy.
She would have a better life. He was creepy.
From day one, the moment she walked in, not even day one, the moment she walked in, he immediately covered his nose. He was like, I could smell you from across the room.
Bro, if some dude, cute or ugly or in between, told me that shit, I'd be like, damn, I need to go shower as soon as I get home. I need to fucking get new fucking deodorant or some shit. I need to keep shit in my bag. Like, what the fuck? No, yeah, it's all pretty. Again, we're going back to it. It's pretty privilege, and that's the thing. A lot of the toxicity from men, and these are beautiful men too, like really gorgeous men that treat women badly or are still single at the age of like 40, is because they don't know how to act with women. And they're abusive and toxic, and yeah, the sex is great and everything, but after, what's going on? Women are now realizing, like, not a lot, but like are realizing, I deserve better than this. And that's why a lot of handsome, beautiful men are not married at 40.
It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Bro, and now you floored me with the fucking Twilight and 50 Shades of Grey moment, just like you did earlier with fucking Dirty Sanchez. Like, I'm still stuck on that now. No. But no, yeah, Christian Grey, as a fictional character, which is funny as fuck that he went from 50 Shades of Grey and you went from Twilight, because 50 Shades was fucking fan fiction of Twilight. So it's super funny.
9/11 caused Twilight.
I know it did.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a
when
fucking...
I tell people that, they're like, what?
Yeah, you have 9/11 to thank for Twilight. God. Mm-hmm. No, but, you know, like, it's... People who are attractive can get away with a lot of shit.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
A lot of shit.
Did you see about this murder? This guy that was, mind you, the guy physically was a beautiful man, but he had Nazi tattoos all over his face, and he killed like a bunch of women. And there was this thing on TikTok with women saying, free him, he's too hot, he can kill me, whatever. Like, girl, relax. You see, there's these women think I deserve to be murdered and strangled as long as he's fucking hot. It's the pretty privilege. Another reason to your question, why do you allow yourself to be disrespected? Now, how hot is he? How hot is he that he can... How big is he as well?
It's not just women, men. There are some men who be doing that too. Only we call them simps. But there's this woman called Rhea Ripley. She's a professional wrestler. The comments in that woman's posts that are like, this woman could step on me and I'd be so happy, or this woman could choke me out with her thighs and shit.
Those dudes fucking drool hard for fucking Ripley. And I love Ripley. I think she's awesome.
She is. Them comments, though.
She's fucking awesome. Oh, fuck yeah. So, on the conversation of how big they are, going back to Devil Dick. Ladies, this is a foot.
Fuck no. No.
This is a foot. This is 6 inches. This is fine. This is great. 7? Yeah, we're still in good territory. 8, depending on how petite you are, this might be a little bit too big. 9, fuck no. 10, hell no. 11, 12, fuck no.
No.
It's bigger than my fucking head. And how do you function? Especially if you're a shower, not a grower.
At that point, you'd need to go to a hospital.
Yeah. You need to be numb from the waist down to take all of that.
Bro, you need to get... You know how they have breast reductions? Dudes, you need to get a dick reduction.
Oh my gosh, we had a conversation about that the other day, and I don't think it's possible for that to happen. You could there's an operation to make your dick longer, though.
Yeah, they have like penis pumps and all kinds.
No, it's an operation because it's like kind of like it's hidden behind the mound that they have to go into the mound and snip
They snip off some of the fat.
Or it's not fat. It's like I think like a tendon or something, so that way it gets longer. It kind of like releases it because there's like 2 inches inside of you for men.
Nope.
Very disturbing.
That's up to a guy.
That's terrifying.
No, you think that's terrifying? There are men out there that are breaking their legs completely, inserting metal rods into their leg
to get taller.
So if you really think of the realm of possibility, you think that's too much, a guy wouldn't say, for 2 extra inches? Yeah, I'll look into that surgery.
It's not the equipment, it's how you use it. I kid you not.
Bro, no. Sometimes the equipment is not functional. I'm sorry. I like using a screw and a hole in the wall, as an example. If the screw is too tiny for that hole in the wall, it's done. If there's not a good enough thread, it's done.
Man, you must have a big wall, a big hole if that's...
Bitch, let me tell you. But here's the thing, bro. Even y'all dudes with chodes, y'all can fucking get real good at oral. Just saying.
As long as you both finish at the end and it was great, you're fine. It's all about the motion in the ocean.
Bitch, you need at least a fucking 27-foot yacht to traverse the ocean. Anything less than that, you're guaranteed to get destroyed. Nah, it's not about the motion of the ocean. It's the size of the boat. And depending on the ocean and the climate conditions, I will be that bitch right now.
Is it sailing? Is it sailing quality for you? Are the sails up? Ahoy!
Wouldn't want to be up at
Do you
half
have
mast.
It's a half mast. We need more wind power.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
That's fucking terrible. No, man. I mean, and listen, at the end of the day, it's like if you choose to go on yourself and you accept what you got and you move towards with it and you make the best out of it and you overcome all your shit. Chode are fucking 12 inches, which yikes, bro. You finna. You should go into pornography. Go to OnlyFans.
oh my gosh, man. I saw one time a guy with a dick that long. I was like, absolutely not. It left that room so fast.
So funny.
That is going to hurt you at some point. Like, there are those women who think bigger the better, but then it's like, there's more to it than that. Because, especially with a dude with a huge dick, it's like, okay, he's got a huge dick, but like, are you ready for that? Like, are you open enough for that? Because
Commander Richard, hold on. Commander Mateo, Comandante Mateo just said, call me Richard Parker because I'm on this little dinghy, but I'm going to make it. That's awesome. Oh my God.
shout out to Life of Pi. Shit.
Oh, shit. That's a really good movie. I have to watch that again. I wonder if it's on Amazon.
Read the book.
Is the book good?
The book's good. Just a rule of thumb, any book that turned into a movie, the book is always good. It's always better. Because they cut off a lot of necessary information that would make sense because when you see it on the screen, you're like, why? Why is this character doing this? And then in the book, you're like, oh, that's why the character's like that. That makes sense.
And this is why we should read.
Wasn't necessarily
Get your literacy rates up,
book.
ladies and gentlemen.
The book at the beginning has Pi telling the story like, I have a story that'll make you believe in God. And by the end of the story, he never lives up to that point.
I think that's the irony of it.
I think I already believe in God, so it wasn't like, okay, I'm reading this story thinking, all right, where's the point where like my faith is going to be not restored, but like, you know, confirmed or whatever. It's like
Reaffirmed.
Yeah, reaffirmed, and it never comes. It's like, because at the end of it, he's being interviewed by these two dudes, and they asked him, okay, what happened on the dinghy, and he tells them everything, and they're like, yeah, we can't write that. That story is totally unbelievable. You're talking about animals and how you've practiced your faith and did all this. That story is totally unbelievable. We can't write about that. Tell us what really happened. So he's like, okay.
And then he makes up the story about how the tiger was so and so, and the goose was so and so, and these animals were his family, and da 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 da.
Oh yeah, he
or
tells
people
them
that lived on that survived the shipwreck, or that didn't end up surviving.
Yeah, when he tells them that story, and then you later find out the story they ended up reporting was the first one, I think that was the books being like, see, you would rather believe that first story than the second one, because that second story is fucked up. But then, like, how does that tie into, I have a story that'll make you believe in God? It's more like a story that it doesn't make sense, because it's
that
really,
is so unbelievable.
Yeah. You would rather believe an unbelievable story that's pleasant and has a happy ending than a believable story that is fucked up. That's really what the mall came off as. But yeah.
Yeah.
If you like that kind of book, a book that you should read is Tuesdays with Maury.
Okay.
Really good. It's
really
good about. It's about this guy named Mitch Albom, who is a reporter and who was a reporter in Detroit, and he studied in New York, and he had this professor that was full of life and everything, but then he's like slowly aging and dying, and it's basically like life's like he gives him like lessons on life now that he's fully successful, and basically what he learns from it. So if you like Life of Pi, that shows like this story is gonna make you believe in God and things like that. Tuesdays and Maury shows you about taking advantage of life now and the beauty of life now. Like those deep kind of books. Also, The Alchemist too is really good.
I've heard about The Alchemist.
The Alchemist is really good.
Hold on.
It's
Loving the pregnancy glow on you, heart. Bitch, I take birth control.
Y'all know
that just means
glow
you're
is just
early.
sweat, right?
And oil.
A lot of oil.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you. Shit. I gotta wash my face. Fuck.
In regards to the prompt, I remember I said I had something to say. It's there was this episode of the Jeffersons where like George Jefferson ran into this chick he knew from back in high school, and she's single now. Like she's led like quite like the exciting life or what the fuck ever, but she's single now. She's not seeing anybody, so she comes back into his life and she like takes a good look around, and they have this heart to heart moment of, like, I see you with your wife, and I'm just thinking how, like, way back in the day, you used to have feelings for me, and like, what was you and your wife now could have been you and me. And he basically talks to her straight up and says, nah, you, like, me and, like, that could never be you and me, because, back then, you were into the dude who had the Mercedes Benz, the guy who had the shiny gold watch. I was just like a regular guy working a day job. You didn't want
right. This wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, but the woman he ended up with, she was fine with George as he was when he was just this normal guy working a regular job, and then he became who he ended up becoming, and he eventually got this nice house. He had this high-paying job, and they lived nice. So what the show was trying to say is, what she looks at now, she's not seeing, I could have stayed with the guy, the normal dude from way back when. What she's really saying was, the dude who has a nice house, who wears nice suits, this is the guy
that's what I want.
Yeah. That's the guy that she wanted him to be way back when. But he wasn't that guy then. He became that guy, but she wasn't. What he's trying to say is, you weren't willing to stick around to see that guy show up. You wanted that guy at that point now. Yeah. And
another thing that also presents the question, like we talk a lot of like the social conversation about relationships is kind of like, oh, well, he has such great potential, and it's like you see moments like this where it's like, oh wow, look, there was potential there for this dude to actually fucking do something with his life and become, a guy who had nice materialistic things, right? But should you look at potential, or should you look at who the person is, and what potential should you be looking at? What should you be focusing on when you're looking at quote unquote potential?
The thing with potential is, though, because I speak from experience, my fiance was accepted into Mensa, which is a club that's like for people with high intellect.
Mm-hmm.
So I already knew that when I met him at 23, like, oh, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. So that's part of the reason that I gave him a chance, because not only did he treat me right, he had potential as well.
Mm-hmm.
That potential did pay off, because I always had someone that was I can't speak. Oh my gosh. Behind my back, watching my back. I had someone that, oh, never mind, she left. Talking to myself now.
I'm here.
Sorry, no, I had to check my messages real quick.
I was like, okay, this is boring, bye.
No. I mean, I am going to probably end this call or the live in about like 10-ish minutes, because I got to make a couple work calls, and I just see that now. But no, I have to check in on what's going on with the day. Oh. You were saying potential.
Potential. The thing is, like, one thing is one person having potential and never doing anything about it. Another thing is, like, seeing that potential and help them grab the potential, and they're listening to you, and it's like a group effort, and you help them get the potential, and vice versa on both parties.
Mm-hmm.
And not to make it religious or anything, but another thing, because it helps other people, they said, like, in the Bible that the woman is supposed to be a servant, but it's not really a servant. It's more like a helper, because that was a mistranslation.
Right.
That a woman can help lift a man to their potential. That's only if the man can swallow their ego and listen, because the thing is that women energy has different energy than a man's. Sometimes we're more sensitive and more aware of our surroundings, and you should listen to us. Just because we're smaller and weaker doesn't mean anything. And anyway, with the potential, if the man is willing to call out on his own shit and say, you know what, maybe you are right, maybe I'm doing it wrong, and they can achieve that potential together. And the same thing, a guy can lift a woman up and help her grab her own potential. But that's the thing with potential. Are you gonna do something about that potential, or are we gonna work at it together?
Right. Is your potential energy just always going to remain in potential energy, or are you gonna transform it into kinetic energy? Talking about science. Ooh.
Yeah.
Stay in school, kids. Pick up a book. Adults. Gang signs. I don't.
Also, if you're gonna invest or quote unquote invest in a person and like the potential that they have, you need to make sure you like who they are when you met them, because I've read a bunch of stories about these women who meet a guy and he's got like a hobby or a thing, and they'll say, "Oh, I always figured he'd grow out of it," or "I always figured he would change," and then he doesn't, and it's like, damn.
Now you're pissed that he hasn't changed. It's like, and that's one of the things that I tell women, like, bro, if you do not like a dude that plays video games, don't get with a gamer.
Yeah.
My man likes anime, Pokemon, Gundam. I have a nerd. I'm like, this is for life. I already know that.
He's
figurines everywhere. I'm like, whatever. He's the one, right now, he's the one that's paying all our bills and everything, and I keep house, so it's very traditional right now because that's how I show my appreciation. But it's all giving, basically.
Yeah.
Like, he provides. Well, guess what? I'm going to provide him a meal, a clean home. I'm going to do something as well to show my appreciation. The thing is that people take it one-sided, and that's what equals toxicity. Because if it's one-sided, then that's why you're in a toxic relationship.
I also think potential, you can see a person's character before you see their potential. Yeah. So I think when you're going to go ahead and place a bet on potential, you have to really look at this person's character. What is their integrity like? You know, are they transparent? Are they honest? Do they have good follow through? Do they have a work ethic that you are contented with? Where does their mind gravitate towards? Like, I think that is something that you can really discover within the first month of courting somebody or, you know, talking to somebody. I don't know, I think courting needs to come back into the forefront. But
I feel like people shouldn't go get into bed with one another so easily either.
Because there's nowhere to go from there. It's all just down a hill. It really should be, if you want to get into a relationship with somebody, sharing a bed should be something you build to. If y'all get in bed day one, it's like, okay, it's kind of a bit of a downgrade to be like, day one, we got into bed with each other. Day two, we're just going to have a regular date. It's like, you kind of peaked.
Right, and exactly, and these people that have like been in bed all these times and like, oh, he can't go inside my phone. So let me get this straight. He can go inside your body,
potentially get you pregnant.
Yeah, but you can't be on your phone.
But he can't look at your shit.
No, exactly. Me and my man have the same passcode and stuff. I'm like, yo, pass me your phone. Oh, pass me your phone. I'm like, here's my phone. And it's like, I have nothing to hide. Go in there.
Oh, bro, the amount of times this dude will throw his phone to me and be like, can you look this up, please? The amount of times that I'll tell this dude, yo, just, here, I have my phone. Do what you gotta do. Here's the passcode. Blah, blah, blah. He won't remember my passcode, but I'll always tell him my damn passcode. Homie is free to look at my shit whenever the fuck he wants to. And vice versa.
No, that's true. And
on the subject of like being open with your significant other, I wonder because personally on my level, I have no problem being with somebody who's a content creator on OF or a stripper, as long as they leave the gimmick at work. But like on the female side of things, is there an issue with the idea that of your man finding out that the guy you're with is an OF creator? It's like, I don't know if I can be with this guy who makes this content. Is there that feeling on the women's side of things?
So, Nick, you go ahead and answer this, because my answer is a little weird.
Well, It really does depend on the person themselves, like, because if you really look at OF, people think, oh, girls do OF. They really don't think of the guys that much, depending on as a society level. So if you find out your man is OF, but bills are getting paid and all that stuff, to me personally speaking, I would not like it. I'm like, no, like, I don't want to be associated with somebody that does that, or especially my life partner. But I've seen other cases as well that women are fine with it because, hey, if it's good enough for a woman, it's good enough for a man, and I'm fine for people to look at you because I know I'm with someone that's not ugly, and so get money off of that. By all means, do it. If you're fine with other women and men looking at your man like that, and God knows doing what else, then that's fine because they're not touching them. It's just pictures. But me personally speaking, I wouldn't like that.
So for me, when I met my man, one of my forms of income was not I was selling feet pics on Reddit.
Good for you.
We had conversations about it while we were in the courting phase, and we got into a relationship, and one day he brings up the conversation. He's like, hey, are you still selling feet pics? And I'm like, I mean, I haven't really gotten a bite, and I haven't really been looking for a bite since I've met you, but I guess technically yes, but I'm just not looking for it. And he was like, yo, can you not? And I was like, what's your reasoning for it? That's a form of income for me. He's like, listen, if you're making like $100, $70 off of fucking like feet pics or like fucking 20-second video clips of your feet, like, bro, like, I will cover that. I don't want you to feel like you have to do that for money. Like, I will take care of you in that regard. And I was like, okay, here's my question. You still watching porn? Since I met you, I really haven't been inclined to, but like, I guess like I'm still open to it. I'm like, cool. Can you not watch porn? Because if you got needs, I will take care of those needs for you. And I promise you'll have a lot more fun with me taking care of those needs for you than watching some fucking, some chick on a video that you're just fapping your fucking shit to. Mm-hmm. So I stopped selling feet pics officially. He stopped watching porn. There was reciprocity there. Boom. And then we got engaged like 3 months later. It was great.
Oh, congrats.
Yeah, we got engaged after 4 months of knowing each other.
When you know, you know.
When you know, you know. But yeah, it was that simple. It was a genuine conversation. So we were both very transparent and open with each other. And it didn't fly for him. And what he didn't fly for me. I do think that if my dude was doing OF, right? I wouldn't have married him.
Really?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't be interested in somebody like that.
You are essentially, like, you are pimping yourself out. And that's what you're stuck on doing. And some chicks can be super okay with that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, bro, like, if you're making, like, $200 a month on OF, bro, I'll get another, like, on top of your fucking job that you're making. Because let's be honest, male content creators on OF do not do nearly as well as female content creators on OF.
Except for when they do gay shit.
But that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Most of your straight male content creators on OF are not doing nearly as good as the straight women content creators on OF. My point being, if you get $200 a month on OF, bro, I will fucking pick up another job. I worked 4 jobs at the time. I will pick up a 5th job.
Make him pick another job. Damn, no. If he's so short on money, because we're talking about a man.
Right, but mind you, that's fine, right? But this is me being like, if this is a necessity for you, like these extra $200 a month, bro, like I'll cover it. Like I'm that bitch. I worked 4 jobs at the time. I could pick up another one and squeeze it in somewhere in the middle of all the shit. Like I would have no problem with that.
Okay, so on the
No,
financial
exactly.
side of things, if it was the other way around, like, yeah, you found out your man is doing OF, but he's making buku bills on this money. He's making
Dollar
an
bank?
absurd amount of money doing this.
That's great. That's great. I'll go on a couple dates with you, but I'm not comfortable being in a relationship with a man who's pimping himself out. Just like I would hope that men aren't comfortable entering into a long-term relationship, into a marriage with a woman who is pimping herself out on OF. That to me, like, and mind you, it might be someone else's cup of tea, but I knew what I wanted. I wanted a husband, and I wanted my husband to be a good fucking man.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that if they do OF, it doesn't mean that they're bad people either. They could be the biggest of hearts and everything. But the thing is, if you were so short on money and you're an OF creator and you're a man and you, like you said, you make $200 a month, you couldn't have done DoorDash. You couldn't have done some other side hustle that was only $200 a month, and you resorted to exposing yourself for just $200 a month. I understand if it was like a grand. I understand if it was like a grand or something like good money. I'm like, okay, that's good money for a few pictures, by all means.
No. I mean, date him, sure. Have a, like, I'll go out on dates. I would go out on dates. But as far as, like, will I marry you? Fuck no. And I respect your hustle, but I also respect that you're not my end game because of your hustle.
Is there this concern about, like, what will people think when they find out what my man does for a living? That's stopping
it's not
you from
that.
going
It just gives me the ick. Me personally, Nick, it gives me the ick.
But so I do think that it could concern some, like, for some people. I can definitely see, like, oh, I don't want people to know that my man fucking, is playing for his like pretending to play for his team on OF to make money. There could be a social aspect to it, but for me, it's just like, no, dude. Nah, dude. I mean, listen, like I said earlier, I did the Dami Mommy shit for like a handful of months while I was in my bachelor's degree, just to fucking help pay with pay with fucking tuition. Funnily enough, I never had sex with these guys. But I got paid buku fucking money to degrade them and to fucking, like, be a dominant figure in those short interactions. And I was like, I really feel like I'm cheapening myself. And I really feel like if I am to go down to this path, I'm going to be experiencing a lot more discomfort. I'm going to just be seeing how I walk as a person. Like, and my overall character became very... I didn't like it for me. I didn't like who I was becoming in that regard. And I stopped. And it's like, I don't want that lifestyle for me, and I don't want that lifestyle in my life. So if I were to have found a guy who was in that lifestyle, it wouldn't have gone far, because I know what that implies, and I know what that does for me mentally. So, like, damn it, bitch, I'm possessive. Ain't nobody gotta be gawking up on your shit. That's my shit to gawk up on.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan of the idea that the lowly house mom down the street got a subscription to your man's OF.
Yeah. This is my man's.
No, you can observe him. You can observe him while he's on the fucking zero turn cutting grass. Which, speaking of, I gotta get on that zero turn and cut grass today. You can observe him while he's doing the manly man shit, but bitch, you got yours. Go.
Stop looking at mine. I know mine's top quality.
Yeah.
Go be with yours.
But it's the same thing. It's the same thing with a man. Like, if your girl had OnlyFans and yeah, she got money and she did it basically for finances, and if you had the ability to take care of her and you really do care about her, I'm like, look, I will pay your bills if it means that you will stop doing that and go to school or do something else.
Or, like, take the money that you've gotten from this shit, invest it, and then but get out of this lifestyle.
Yeah,
It's just a lifestyle. You wouldn't want men goggling at your girl, opening her legs, and doing all
You
these
wouldn't want to
things.
find out that your homie paid a subscription to watch your chick fuck herself with a neon dildo.
Or any other person.
That would be a very uncomfortable thing to find out, that your friend is subscribed to this, to your significant other's OnlyFans.
My friend gets to see you in an intimate way that only I should be seeing. And then you fucking find out about this shit when you bring her over to introduce her to the boys.
And he goes,
and
like,
it's
wait a
not
minute,
just
I
one
know who
friend,
that is.
maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now socially you feel weird.
Mm-hmm.
And now also, like, yeah, it's the cred of like, oh, bro, like, look at you got the chick that everyone wants. But then it's like also, fuck, bro, everyone wants her. And then you start feeling like it'll fuck with your own head.
Yeah.
Have you seen the girl that does OnlyFans and her little brother's reaction to her being an OnlyFans fan?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and she was like, oh, like, I'm an entrepreneur.
Well, that's her
and he's
brother.
like, you're not a fucking entrepreneur.
Those guys who were talking all kinds of shit, like, yeah, you know, they were asking, like, they said something, and then he's like, well, just go to the link or whatever. Like, seemingly unfazed, but it's like, in that kid's side of things, that was fucked up. That was fucked up because it was messing with him.
Can you imagine the father? Like, can you imagine the father? Can you imagine the boyfriend that she'll potentially have?
Bro, no, man, no. Imagine your boss. Imagine you're going in for a job interview and your boss, who is interviewing you, is subscribed to your OF.
That actually happened at one point. There was this teacher who got fired after apparently one of her students discovered she had an OF, and the school initially didn't want to do anything, but parents got mad, and the school was like, you know, we have to fire you. And then it was later discovered that the principal of the school was one of her subscribers. So yeah, that's on this side of things. It's people don't really think things through when they get into this kind of relationship, because like, I think Cardi B said it best at one point, like, everybody wants to get with a stripper because all they think about is the wild sex they're going to have. But now, after they get in this relationship, what they don't think about is, yeah, now I have to sit here and watch all these horny dudes leer at the woman that I'm seeing. Because that's when they start getting real clingy. That's when they start saying, hey, you know what, maybe you should quit stripping, because I don't think I can handle the idea of you getting leered at by all these guys.
Yep.
Which is ironic, considering they used to be one of these fucking guys. So it's, yeah.
But and listen, it's a natural fucking state of possessiveness, dude. People get possessive. People get possessive over their partner, and not in like an unhealthy way, like you are my property, you are my object. But like, bro, like you're my person. I have such an affection and such an attachment to you.
Don't get sentimental. Toughen up.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you fucking got with a person who is active in sex work. I mean, and you also got to think about this too. Like, if their job is to create content or to go and do the thing, what do you think about when they come home to you? Like, when it's your time, when it's your turn? Like, do you think they're going to have the same amount of vigor? Or then you'll even go ahead and be like, bro, I don't get it. You're so energetic for the content that you make or for the shit that you do. But when it comes to me, like, you're drained. Like, we don't even have a sex life. Well, go figure. She's all sexed out. All of that sexy energy, all of that sexual appeal is going towards that job. It's not going to come to you.
On my side of things, it's this thing of I asked because like I did date someone who did have an OF, who did make content, not videos, just like pictures and shit. So we did have rules, but like the main thing that with me on that side, it was, I have no problem dating a stripper or being in a relationship with someone who has an OF as long as they leave the gimmick at work.
Right.
That's just my side of thing. If you can leave the gimmick at work, that's fine with me. As long as we both are of the opinion, of the understanding that what you do up there, that's the job. that's not who you are. Like, like when you're with me, you're with me. Like, I'm not a subscriber. I'm not throwing money at you while you're on the stage. Like, I'm your boyfriend. Like how you act with those guys and how you act with me. There needs to be a barrier between those two things, and that was understood.
And here's the thing: seldom will you ever find a person who is in a certain lifestyle that can leave that for their job, that can leave that lifestyle at their job. Seldom.
But it's kind of hard because you're blurring the lines of your passion and labor. Because lovemaking and sex is passionate. But there's a saying, like, never do what you love. Never, like it's not never do what you love for free, but, like, never make your passions into labor because then you lose the fire for it. So by dating somebody like that, they're always sexy, bring it. And they get home wanting to turn off, but then your spouse or your partner, whoever it is,
is still like desiring of you, and then you're like, fuck, now I gotta turn this shit on
again. And the thing is, can you leave your work at work? But the thing is, you don't know how because sex is your work. You don't know what kind of sexy you gotta be.
Mm-hmm. And when you get home, maybe you just want to fucking, I don't know, put on those fucking old ass sweatpants with the fucking pasta stain on that shit on the fucking leg from that one time you accidentally dropped the fucking sauce that you were making, and like, and you just want to fucking chill the fuck out, and then now your partner's like, and then it also affects the partner who's in relationship with us. Like, you don't try here. Mm-hmm. You don't try with me. Like, I want to connect with you in this way, and you don't. It's like, I'm a vocalist by trade, right? My husband will serenade me more than I will serenade him.
But there's also this thing of that person you are on stage or that person you are on camera, that's an act. When you be like, hey, it feels like you don't try with as much as you do over there than you do here, it's like you're basically saying, so you want your significant other to put on the acts that they do for strangers as opposed to be genuine with you? Really?
Oh, you know what's a good example?
But then again, that's why you run with the stripper to begin with, because they were putting on a good fucking act.
But look, a good example is Marilyn Monroe, because there's a story that she said that she was walking down the street with a friend and nobody looked at her. And then Marilyn goes, do you want to see her? Do you want to see what it's like to pee her? And she changes something with her body, like her stance, the way she moves and everything. And then all of a sudden people were looking at her and they're like, oh, it's Marilyn Monroe. And they just noticed her. So he has a point. There is an act to that. But in the degree of that kind of thing, we're talking about OF here. We're talking about somebody alone with a camera. So it's turning it on and off is a little different compared to like a music artist or somebody famous or something big like that, because that's a persona. It's different for us mere mortals that really don't know ourselves that well to turn it on and off.
Oh yeah.
And that frustration comes with toxicity and then the disrespect, and it's just a big full circle at that point.
And I, like I said, I think there are people who are built for that. I just don't think they run rampant. It's kind of like people who are built for polygamy.
That's a bunch of fucking bullshit. I'm sorry, polygamy is so bullshit.
That's a breeding ground for cheating.
That is cheating. Like, no, I'm not cheating. This is my second, third wife.
Wholeheartedly, I agree. But there are some people like who are like the main couple who are dead ass down with it. And here's the thing, finding two people of the opposite sex who are down with it and who are actually compatible outside of what they want out of a relationship, like they're physically compatible, their value systems are compatible, blah, 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 blah. Like, finding two people that genuinely fucking work like that is fucking rare. Here's an anecdote. So, bachelor's degree, right? Prior to bachelor's degree, I was in my associates. Met this guy, great fucking vocalist, great fucking singer. We actually sang in a couple of groups together. He was big on that polygamy shit. And I was like, that's cool. Why are you telling me this? Because, like, I have no interest in you. Oh, it's just conversational. Oh, okay. Had a chick and him did not work out. because he wanted her to be okay with it. And she was like, yeah, I'll try it because I want to be with you. And eventually it got to the point where she's like, nah, bro, I can't do this. I genuinely cannot do this. So then they broke up. And then she painted him out to be the bitch, like the asshole in the situation. And I'm like, I'm struggling because you wanted to be the open-minded one in something that you probably already intrinsically knew that this wasn't for you. But whatever, none of my business. Fucking, when I get to my bachelor's degree, I'm fucking seeing this dude again. Oh my God, how are you? You want to sing in this room? Oh shit, I'm down. Wow. He has a girlfriend now. Same story. Bro, they got engaged.
Oh my God. You wouldn't know.
Already were so many dollars down the drain on venue, on dress, on tux, on catering, on blah, 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 blah.
There's no way.
There's a way. She ended up giving him a pass to fucking make out with this chick. And he's all fucking for it. He's like, oh yeah, look, it's gonna work. Ends up fucking the chick. And then she's like, no, I can't. And then he wanted to lie about it too. So it's like, bro, no way you thought this was gonna fucking like have longevity. No fucking way you thought that the chick who is like, oh, like, I'm gonna dip my toes in and I'm gonna like ease into it was actually gonna be okay with this shit. No.
It's rare that you find a couple that's into polygamy where they find somebody that they both can agree on. More often than not, when a couple introduces that third party, it's a case of one person being really attracted to this person and the other one is like,
but not the other person.
Yeah. You'd think with a three-way relationship, it's two individuals sharing one person, but it's really just one person having two people.
Exactly. And you know, even with like open circumstances where it's like, oh, I'm gonna get myself a chick and she can come and join us. Seldom do you ever see it's like, yeah, you can get a dude and he can come and join us. Seldom.
Exactly.
Or seldom do you ever see, oh yeah, no, fucking, you got yours, I got mine, and we all come together and have a hodgepodge. It seldom happens. I think it's like idealistically, right? If it were to work, it'd be like, wow, that's great. Oh my God. Idealistically. Reality speaking, someone has their feelings in it. Someone doesn't have their feelings in it. Someone wants to be, you know, wants to try the I'ma snatch you away shit. No, dude. No. I don't play that shit. I made sure real quick with my husband too. I'm like, yo, so I'm not doing this. You good? And he was like, yeah, I tried that once upon a time and it really isn't all that it's cracked up to be. And sex is overrated. So you're my fish, I'm your fish, we are fishing together. Boom, done.
Have you noticed, have you seen that video about the people that are open relationships all look a certain way?
Yes.
Yeah,
and they really do.
They all look a certain way. I'm like, it's so true. It's so factual. It is. And what it is that I feel like that polygamy could mean that, like, it's just a form of, like, being selfish. Like, people can't dedicate themselves to one person because this one person doesn't like this and that, or this other person has other things that I like, you know? And it's like, monogamy now is like, people don't want to do that anymore. People don't want to dedicate their lives to anyone.
Like, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna put myself out there, okay? I'm a fucking handful. Okay?
Yeah, same.
I'm a whole ass handful of lady, okay? And my period got enough estrogen for the entire month. Okay? Nah. I'm a fucking handful. My man is a fucking handful. You think I'm going to deal with another man who's also probably going to be a fucking handful? You think I want to deal with another chick who's also a fucking handful? Hell no!
Exactly.
And I think one thing that also plays a huge part in this is resources. So, like, people who are in a different tax bracket, people who have the resources to fuck around and find out and whatever the fuck, they aren't applied to this conversation. It's like when people would listen to Andrew Tate talk, right? A lot of people dislike Andrew Tate, which is fine. He's not everyone's cup of tea. I think the shit that he would talk about made a lot of sense for people who were also in his tax bracket.
Exactly.
Most people that were trying to listen to this man's advice, they weren't in that tax bracket.
Exactly. There's a quote that I heard. It's like, yes, all women are gold diggers. Just pick the one that you could afford.
Bingo.
And it's true. You want a traditional woman? I'll be your traditional woman. I'll be anything you want me to be, as long as you are a traditional man and provides the life that I want.
It's like, if all men are sex fiends, cool. Find a man who's a sex fiend for you.
Exactly. Mine is super jealous. Mine gets jealous, and every time I dress up too nice, he's like, you look too sexy. I'm like, oh, well, get over it. So he has to deal with people looking. But that goes hand in hand. You get an attractive partner, people are going to notice your attractive partner.
Oh man, this man, sometimes he'll put on suspenders.
Ooh.
And I'm like, oh, fucking firefighter, come at me, baby. And then he'll just do like little, I'm fucking dying. And I'm dying.
Yeah.
And I'm dying. Oh my God.
Doing his
Man,
best
my dude's
Larry
so
King.
fucking hot. I love my man. And here's the thing. He don't have to be the hottest for everybody. That's fine. He's the hottest to me. With his fucking little dad bod build, with the fucking big ass shoulders and the little cushy
Oh, yeah,
that I can lay my head on. Oh my God, he's the sexiest thing alive.
Dad bobs are
Bro,
the
I
best.
choke on that penis all the damn time. He's earned it. He's so handsome. Anyway, sorry.
Is he Cuban too?
No, he's fucking. He's like Peckerwood White Gainesvillian.
Oh my gosh, I got a white one too. I'm Colombian and I got a white boy. These white boys, man, they're crazy.
Well, mine's bipolar, so definitely crazy.
No, mine has anxiety because he's with me.
Shit. No, and honestly, I love that man. I love that man so much. He's a great man through and through.
Remember, don't be his piece. Be Hispanic.
No, actually, no, dude. Really, we don't ever have like any of those like crazy shits because like, yeah, I don't know. But I think I definitely get him to panic if he wants to start playing foolish games, which he doesn't. I will make this boy get fucking scared, and I have on accident. But I don't know. We stress each other out.
He's like a calm dude then? He's like super calm?
No, he's type A. He's type A to the tits. He and I are both riding that type A game.
Oh, that's good. Mine's a type B. He's super chill, go with the flow, and I'm the one that's type A that, like, he allows me to run around and do things a certain way because he lets me do it. But if he wants something a certain way, generally he goes, no, I want it this way, and this is how it's going to be. I'm like, you know what, fine.
No, he is a type A personality through and through, and I love this man. This arm is so weak. Fuck. Yeah, no.
I love mine
great.
too.
He's great. I would not have. I tell him every fucking day, bro. I don't understand how lucky I got with you, but I'm so fucking grateful that I found you. And that I found him when I found him, because prior to, he was a hot mess. And honestly, I'm grateful he found me when he did, because I was also a hot mess.
As long as you, that's another example too, as long as you both admit that you both had issues, but you're better for it now or trying to strive to be better, that's good too. Because a lot of people say, no, I'm perfect, I'm fine.
No.
Like, no, you're not. You're fucked too, man. Stop.
No.
The perfect man does not exist. And if he does, he's fucking another man.
Oh,
Exactly.
God. Oh, my God. Here's a fucking conversation. What do y'all think about vanilla, what is not vanilla? Lavender marriages.
I think it's good for those people that need it, especially if you come from like a conservative family and you don't want to deal with the drama. By all means, like, get married, have the kids that you want, but I think it's good for those kind of people.
In the interest of
What do you
safety,
think?
if you live in like a very troubled community that's not accepting of, like, whether you're gay or lesbian lifestyle, and you're just marrying this dude so people will get off your back, then Alright, as long as you're both cool with each other and you treat each other with respect, that's fine with me. I don't really, there's nothing wrong with it. Yeah, you both are well aware of each other and, treat each other with the respect and any ordinary couple would, then it's fine.
Is this shit toasting? Is my bagel toasting? My bagel is toasting. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun shit.
But I think their entire conversation has like circled back to like why do people get disrespected? Because you're fucked up and they're fucked up, and if you don't fix yourself, they're not gonna fix themselves either.
First step to solving a problem is admitting that there is a problem in the first place. A lot of people don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And that goes to participation trophies, like, oh, I'm good enough. The entire life, people said I was good enough. Well, you know what? That's the problem.
Well,
They were never good enough.
I mean, and also, it's like if you're wanting to if you want to attract a certain type of partner or a certain type of mate or whatever the fuck have you, you likewise need to become, what's what I'm looking for, appealing to that type of a person. So if you want Mr. 6-figure, 6 foot, 6-pack, 6 inches, 6 whatever the fuck. I don't know why fucking 666 is the number, because stay away from the devil and shit. But if that's your fucking shtick, bitch, you better go ahead and make yourself appealing. You better get the plastic surgeries to fix your fucking shit, because that motherfucker's gonna want somebody who fits a fucking trophy wife mold. You're gonna have to fucking get your ass in the gym or fucking pay for lipo or fucking soft BBL or whatever the fuck it's called to look like you fucking, like you take care of yourself. You're gonna have to do X, Y, and Z, blah, 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 blah. So if you want that type of man, you can absolutely get him. But you need to likewise change who the fuck you are to be appealing to that lifestyle. And the same shit goes for men. If you want Miss Little Baddie, you're probably gonna have to do some shit that you may or may not be comfortable with. But if that's really what you want, then that's what you'd have to do. But now people are like, oh no, but people should accept me for who I am. It's like, sure, they should. But you ain't accepting fucking Joe Schmo, who's a good dude, who fucking works a blue-collar job, makes a decent amount of money, and is ready to go ahead and take care of you, just because he's 5'11" instead of 6'2".
Hey, man, those blue-collar jobs are good, though.
They are.
So much so. Especially with the rise of AI.
Yeah, no, trades are coming back, bro, and I'm glad.
This may sound a bit sexist or not, but what is it with women in height?
The thing is that we want someone bigger to take care of us because we're so small and insignificant, and we want someone that's taller and bigger, and it just makes us feel protected. That's me personally. I just feel like, oh, I'm such a lady. He's so much bigger than me.
You'd rather take a tall bum than a short king?
Absolutely not. My guy's 5'9". He ain't no tall king. He's 5'9" and 3/4.
Damn,
and I'll climb that little stump all the time.
She said, I'm calling his ass out right now. Nah, dude. So my thing was, he didn't have to be the tallest man in the room, but I at least wanted him to be taller than me. And I'm 5'5". That being said, I am okay with a man who was 5'9", 5'7", 5'10". If he just so happened to be above 6 feet or he hit the 6 foot mark, that's great. I just wanted him to be a little taller than me.
Just a little bit. I'm like 5. Well, how tall am I? 5 feet? I think I'm 5 feet, and he's 5'9". He's 4 inches taller than me. That's fine with me. Oh. But his hands are huge.
Pause. Yeah, no, I genuinely, I never understood the idea that I'm going to pick a man's height over his character.
The women that do are stupid.
Yes. Wholeheartedly.
Like, yeah, really stupid. But he's 6 foot. So?
Yeah, he's 6 foot, but he's an asshole, though. So...
Fuck that, no.
And honestly, my man's 6'2" and he's got back problems, so I really have to get on my tiptoes to give him kisses.
Because you gotta get like a step stool with him.
Yeah, it feels like that shit sometimes. Poor baby with his back problems.
I don't feel sorry for what was that chick in that movie, Tall Girl? I don't feel sorry for that chick because you got a dude who's been feeling you for years, but you don't want him because he's short. Yet you fuck with the tall guy who's not really giving you any interest because he is also tall. Like,
For tall women, it's different though, because I think it's a societal standpoint. I'm like, what are people gonna think? Because I'm already such a tall freak, and they're gonna make fun of me because my husband's so short. And it's like I've been picked on for my height the whole time. Now I'm gonna get somebody short, and it's gonna be more funny. And I think it's the tall woman's fault to think that way because of how society speaks to them, about how society views them. We're all talk until society starts saying shit about us, and then we start caving in.
Absolutely. And it sucks because we shouldn't be doing that. Ooh, don't choke on a piece of bread, girl. We could not die on live. Okay, it ain't gonna happen. Mm-mm.
But this has been fun. I gotta go and start my morning.
Me too. I said I was gonna end this in 10 minutes about 40 minutes ago.
yeah,
What do you say? When you vibe with people, you vibe.
This is a good place as any to wrap it up. As always, I have enjoyed the conversation and have taken in all the information y'all have been given. It's been real.
Thank you for coming on, man. Thank you for coming on, Nick. It was fun. Oh yeah, both of you guys have a beautiful day. Ladies and gentlemen in the chat, thank you so much for participating and sticking around for the conversation. Make sure to follow if you are interested in coming back tomorrow because we're asking the men the same question. Tomorrow. Enjoy your rest of your day. Be easy.